Hello and good afternoon. This is Amanda, your art teacher, and I'm here in my room about to work on my new piece. And as you can see, I have been working on it. I have added a layer of primer gesso across the whole canvas to unify it so I could see how much the gesso filled in the crevices, so then I would know how much modeling paste to add. And that helped a lot. And then I sanded the gesso. I think I let it dry for about a day. And then I sanded it. And then so the patches that look like more beige, like here, 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 the patches that look more beige, that is modeling paste. And I was using this Liquitex brand of modeling paste, and it worked pretty well. However, I will say that there are a lot of cracks, and I did not use this thick enough to warrant cracking. I mentioned in another video that I've used this brand of flexible modeling paste, which I don't know if they sell anymore because I didn't see it in 2 online stores. But I finished this. I bought another one, but I haven't used it. I was wondering if, since I don't have that many crevices to fill in, I was wondering if I could just use this Liquitex heavy body acrylic paint to fill in my, there are some spots where I do want to do a bit of sculpting with something. And acrylic paint can be sanded. It's not the same. I don't think it would respond as well to sanding as the Liquitex has responded, because acrylic paint is a polymer. It's pretty much like plastic. And it's rare that I use acrylic because it's plastic. So yeah. So I might open up the new modeling paste. But for this video, I only have about 25 minutes before I go to the gym. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to sand it. And so, let me see. Show you up close. This is what it's looking like. I did not initially want to use as much modeling paste. I wanted to let the texture of the fabric sort of show through. But going with the flow and just working on it, that's just what happened. So there's more modeling paste on it than I wanted, but it's working. So to sand, I was using some very old, coarse sandpaper. I don't know how well that worked. And now I have some new medium. I got medium. I don't know why. I just figured I would try medium. So I've already smoothed out most of it with either modeling paste or sanding. So I don't need to do too much, but there are little sharper areas that I need to take care of at the least. And I have those blocks that you can put around sandpaper, but I don't feel like using them. You don't want to breathe in this modeling paste dust because it's toxic, and I didn't know that initially. I just found that out today, so I got a mask. Cover up your face. And then I'm just gonna start sanding it. It's kind of loud, so I will mute it for you. hot to be wearing a mask. So I'm just gonna dust off what I've done here. Should probably keep this on. Maybe I should just vacuum it. I can see the dust just going everywhere. I'm gonna vacuum it. All right, so I have about 8 minutes before I have to leave. So what can I do with that 8 minutes? I can gesso some spots that need to have their first layer done, like the bottom right here, need to do that. And then there's like a crevice in here I can do. I'm probably gonna have to buy gesso because that's all I have left, and I'm gonna need more. I really don't want to go to the gym this early. I usually go like at like 7. I'm a night gym person, but there's a class I want to take. That's like a combo of cycling and weightlifting, which I've never tried. I mean, I've tried cycling and weightlifting, but not a combo class. And I did hang out with my artist friend Darian on Sunday. And I painted while he worked on some illustrations, and we had art conversations and other conversations. And that kid is just filled with little gems of wisdom. One of the key takeaways that I will implement in terms of affirmations is the more art I make, the better things get. And I was like, I like that. The more art I make, the better things get. So yeah. And then I hung out with my little girlfriend a week ago. We did 2 yoga classes, and then we hung out at her pool for a while. And then I left to run errands, and she called me like half an hour into my errands, and she's like, hey, do you want to go to the No Doubt concert at the Sphere? And I was like, yes. I had never been to the Sphere, and it was so cool. And I got to see No Doubt, which I forgot was like one of my favorite bands in high school and stuff. So I got to see them and hear songs that I hadn't heard in many years. I'll just say many years. And the Sphere is cool. That's very cool. However, I might have sensory issues, and I got nauseous, and I couldn't, like, stuff moves around. It's really, really cool. Highly recommended. But I wasn't prepared. So it kind of like made me dizzy, some stuff. So I had to like stare at my water bottle to like have something to focus on other than the screen, because it was too much for me to handle. Yeah, first time to the Sphere. And I've had No Doubt songs in my head all week, and it's been fantastic. Super happy about it. Trying to fill in some of the cracks, and it's working well. They're filling in nicely. Luckily, my gym is like a couple stoplights away, so I don't have to like rush just yet. And when you use gesso, it's good to like dilute it a little bit with water. I mean, it says on here, don't, where's it? 10%. 10% is a good amount of water. You don't have to dilute it. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. I'll be back later, maybe. Probably not. I never come back later, do I?